What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we talking about Xenoverse 2. Apparently, Xenoverse 2 getting some new DLC, and me personally, I've been kind of out of the Xenoverse world, and I have all the DLCs for the game. Surprisingly enough, I talk about how we want Xenoverse 3 a lot, and I'm kind of gonna mention it in this video too. But I'm kind of curious to see what this new future DLC is going to be about, because it's something that kind of worries me, but it's also interesting at the same time, because the trailer for it just came out. In case you guys didn't see, it'll be playing in the back of this video. The trailer looks cool. I mean, it's not really much in it, to be honest. It looks fancy enough, and they kind of like tease some characters and stuff. And I don't know what they mean by the future though, because they could mean one or two things, at least from my perspective. They could be talking about going to like the DB, not Legends, the DB Heroes saga, and going and seeing all these characters with like Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and stuff like this. All the like kind of make believe fan servicey stuff that the DB Heroes injects into their games. They could probably be doing something like that, and it could actually last for a long time. It could make Xenoverse 2 last for a long time. But another issue is that if they were going to go ahead and do this, why not make Xenoverse 3? I think at this point, it's like, for me, a couple DLCs back, I was kind of crying about, like, let's get a Xenoverse 3, let's get a Xenoverse 3. I'm not saying that people disagree with me, but it was more the fact that, at least me personally, I feel like I can understand that was just maybe just specifically for me. Maybe people were cool getting Xenoverse 2 DLCs, because I mean, a game that's supported is kind of cool, a game that keeps getting support. But I feel like at a certain point, you should just put it down and make a third one. I feel like this DLC thing it's kind of double edged, because it sucks, because it shows you that Xenoverse 2 might get a lot more support, but in regards to Xenoverse 3, which may not never come out at this point, because they got the Tenkaichi 4 coming out. So at this point, I just feel like it might not never come out. Xenoverse 3 might not be a thing. And that kind of sucks, man. I would like a new system. Like, I feel like the game, which the DLCs keep building upon, is not advanced enough to. There's a lot of things I feel like could be added in the base game, like the way they could just upgrade it and make it better. Like, I feel like that definitely needs to be like a thing at this point. Another way they can go into the future without using the hero stuff is to actually go in the future and maybe like deal with Moro, the Go guy, like this doesn't happen in the manga and stuff, like to go past the anime. They could do that too, I guess, or create a whole new story entirely. But should they at this point? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I like Dragon Ball Z. I think Dragon Ball Z is a fine franchise, but we got Tenkaichi 4 on the way, and that may not. To me, that's either gonna be a pass or fail. It's either gonna be a great game, it's gonna be a bust, because with the way games are made now, I feel like it just wouldn't have the same impact that it had back then, and it also can make it like interesting enough to where I would actually want to play it. Let's be honest. They could do a lot with this game. They could. And I feel like Xenoverse 2 is kind of holding back a lot, because if Xenoverse 2 wasn't doing as well, and I'm pretty sure that they got to be doing at least good numbers for sure. There's got to be people that's excited for this. I might be in a minority that somebody that wants a Xenoverse 3. I don't specifically want Xenoverse 2 to try to like do a update that makes it Xenoverse 3, because you can kind of see it happening, right? All these DLCs, they could probably make a PS5 version of it, or Xbox Series X version of it, and then like make it better with the frame rate and stuff, and try to like kind of gloss the game as a whole, like make it look nicer, a little bit nicer and stuff. Add like a couple DLC packs in it at one time, and then kind of call it a refresh, like call it a new game entirely. I wouldn't really like that though. You know what I'm saying? I want something that's gonna be different from the systems from the ground up. I want something that's gonna be original. I feel like it's smart to keep the Dragon Ball Hero stuff separate for right now, because that stuff is the main ingredient for like Toa and Mira and Fu all come from like the heroes and stuff like that. So heroes, villains, and stuff or whatever. So I watched like 2 episodes of the show. The show in itself is just like a collection of like Dragon Ball Z just getting fan service. Basically, just do whatever you want. But if Xenoverse 3 were to come out, I feel like it could be so much better, because think about how good the parallel quest could be. there's so many characters that have different forms that they don't acquire in the actual like canon timeline. They can make a story where so you got to go outside the timeline, and that could be what Heroes is, fighting like Xeno Goku and stuff, and Xeno Vegeta and stuff, and like having a mission with Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3, you gotta go fight him in a parallel quest. That could be amazing, like some of the future stages and stuff, and they could add into there. I think Xenoverse 3 could be amazing. I do think right now though they're probably looking at it like Xenoverse 2 is just making so much money off DLC that they don't even want to like even try to make a third one. Me personally, I think third one's in development and it's not gonna get announced, but it's for a while. But I think it's actually gonna be made because there's too much Heroes content out there for them not to use. And then with the moral stuff, the anime coming back, the moral arc, all of that stuff kind of combined, I feel like, come on now, at this point we got to do something. But with that being said, guys, how do you feel about this trailer? How do you feel about stepping into the future? I really can't speculate on what it could be. I'm not too into Xenoverse 2, but I did love it at one point, and I think it was a great game. I think overall it's a great game. Even though it's lasting this long, it's more positive than the negative. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.
やれやれだぜ。